let's talk some day trading psychology, some day trading management, whatever you want to call it. All these pertain to what you're about to see here. And I should note, none of this is theory. I will be using some of my personal results that I captured live on video. If you're not familiar, I do have a playlist where I show myself recording live. So this is just taken from one of those videos because it really illustrates a dangerous spot to be in as a trader. But in many cases, the best medicine is just to laugh. And it can save you from potentially putting yourself into much worse situations. Because don't get me wrong, this is a bad situation, extremely frustrating when it happens, but you just got to smile about it. You just got to laugh about it, because that's, like I said, going to prevent a whole lot of undesired results if you give in to a lot of the emotions that do show up when it happens. And I say when it happens because it will happen to you multiple times over the course of your journey. And it doesn't make you a bad trader. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It's just part of the markets. It's just how things work out, because there's no such thing as a perfect strategy. So to set up some context here, I will be going short on a stock, and short just means that I want to see prices go down, because if prices go down, I will make money. I know that sounds pretty crazy if you're a beginner, but yes, believe it or not, you can make money when prices are going down. That is known as going short, shorting a stock. Those are all one and the same. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going short this stock. So let's go and pick up with the first part of the trade.
All right, I'm watching 721 here as a short, in at 721.04. And let's see if this thing is at some kind of top here. So this thing's either going to roll over, come back down, or it's going to return back upwards and put me into the red, which is fine because, I'm up $150. So it's not like I'm potentially risking some sort of massive amount, actually a very modest amount. So like I said, this thing's either going to come down and give me a nice little trade, or it's going to take me out and, like I said, put me red on the day.
So you have the context of the trade right now. It's a very simple proposition. If the price starts to come down, I'm going to be looking to hit my daily goals, and that's fantastic. If it doesn't, well, then you know what? I will give back some of my gains, but it wasn't a big gain, so I'm completely fine with it. But right now, the structure is in place. I feel comfortable about everything, and now it's just a matter of seeing, well, what happens next. So yeah, let's see what happens next. Is the price going to roll back over, hit my price target, or what's going to happen? Let's see the next phase of the trade.
Okay, I have an order at 317.50 represented by that green line. So if the price can hit that green line, it looks like it did, but needs to come down a bit more. How low did that candle go? Oh, 317.56. Oh, don't do that. Wow, within 6 cents before it bounced.
Isn't that crazy? Got so close. 6 cents from my profit target, but it did not hit it. Now, the trade's not over. It's not looking so good right now, but 6 cents. So close. So close. But let's see how the rest of it played out.
Well, got back and stopped out. Unbelievable. All you can do sometimes is laugh.
And yeah, there it was, a losing trade. Now, I know you could say, Clay, you had so many chances to still just get out with at least somewhat of a profit, and you're not wrong, but that wasn't the plan. I mapped out the plan earlier on, and it is what it is. I either was going to play out like I wanted it to within 6 cents of, or it just completely did that to me and went backwards. And the problem with that is, let's say, now this is all easy to say in hindsight, but let's say that I had taken off a little bit of taken off profit as it started to go back against me, and then it came back down, which it could have done, and then I'd be sitting there saying, why didn't I follow the plan, Clay? Why did you get shooken out of the trade, right? Why did you have such weak hands? Why didn't you trust your trade plan, right? It's easy to say all that stuff if we know that the price would have come back down and I had gotten out. Now in this situation, yes, of course, had I gotten out, then I wouldn't look so stupid by doing that. But like I said, that's all hindsight. And like I said at the beginning of the video, you will be here multiple times on your journey, and it's okay. just laugh about it, because yes, it's frustrating. Yes, it feels like the market's out to get you. But what can happen, and what's happened to me many times over the years, is you take it personal and you say, oh yeah, you're going to play those games on me? Let's go. I'll show you. I'm going to make you pay the price, because I'm competitive, and I'm assuming that you are competitive in one way or another, because I mean, you have to be competitive if you're going to be a trader, because this is not an easy challenge. So you got to have some competitive blood in your nature. But on that note, the competitiveness is going to come out. I'll show you. You want to do that? Let's go. And it can get you in a whole lot of harm, because your competitive juices take over, and then you begin to imagine seeing setups that don't really exist. Perhaps you increase your position size way larger than it should be. Then you start to kind of forget about the whole, well, what if I'm wrong attribute of things and managing risk? And then you can find yourself in a much bigger hole, all because in your mind, in this situation, I was 6 cents away. I'll teach you a lesson, market, for doing that to me. I mean, it's 6 cents away. Give me a break. And this is on obviously $100, over, I think it was over over $700 at the time. So it's not like it was 6 cents on a penny stock. No, 6 cents, it was oh so close. And when these things happen, revenge trading, impulsive trading, all sorts of these voices and emotions will show up. And the best way, at least for me, that I've learned over the year, and I want to share with you, is just laugh. Have a sense of humor about it, because it is kind of funny when you just stop, take a deep breath about how I got oh so close, 6 cents, and then the market just decided to take me out for a loss. Now, the reason why I can laugh about it is because I had my risk controlled, and I knew that I was okay with everything from the get-go, which is a big part of trading. Is if you're not okay with the risk being associated with the trade, then you shouldn't be taking that trade in the first place. And of course, you got to be able to, analyze all of that the right way in order to put yourself in a comfortable position. So because I was comfortable from the get-go, and I'm assuming that you know how to map out a trade plan, and under the assumption that that's true, well, then just realize that, hey, yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, it's frustrating, but it's not like you just blew up your account. It's not like you gave back months of profit or weeks of profit, nothing like that. So just laugh about it. Have a sense of humor about it, because that truly is the best medicine in this situation. So I want to reiterate, if you've had this happen to you before, you're not alone. It's okay. If you have not had this happen to you before, I'm guessing you're more of a beginner. So just as a beginner, realize it's going to happen to you. Don't flip out, don't freak out, have a good sense of humor about it, and just laugh, because I'm telling you, within the bigger picture, when you come back the next day, you'll look at, maybe the red day, or maybe not as big of a green day as what you thought you were going to have, and you'll be okay. Like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that was kind of funny, but today's a new day. I'm glad I didn't do anything stupid, let that emotion take over and create a massive hole for myself that I now have to dig out of. Nothing like that. And yeah, I was right on that day, but I think the next day, first trade, it was like a mediocre trade, but I was back into the green, because it's not like I was never in a massive red hole to begin with. So just like I said, be very careful of those emotions, which rightfully so will show up, because that is a frustrating thing, but it's okay. Just have a sense of humor about it and laugh. So if this helped you out, hit that like button, leave a comment. Do you have any stories like this? Has this ever happened to you? Leave those down in the comment section below. And especially for beginner traders, if there's a kind of a list of situations where they've seen it's happened to other people before, hopefully that helps out the newer traders to realize that, okay, yeah, it's happened to me, but I'm not like a freak of nature. This happens to everybody. So if we can get a good story, list of stories down below, I think that could only help people out in the big picture. So again, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, leave a simple comment below, check out the channel as a whole. And if you like it at that point, then I'd love to have you as subscribers. So hit that subscribe button. But everybody take care, and remember, have a sense of humor, just laugh. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use.
But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.